Hi everybody, it's Dr. Rahul here from YourGPCircle. I hope you're all doing great. We had several inquiries and emails and messages asking to elaborate a bit further on what would the symptoms of anxiety be. How does somebody know they are suffering from anxiety? Now, there's no hard and fast rule, and there's no one particular test or set of questions that tells us whether somebody is suffering from anxiety. And I guess in some ways it's the overall picture, some of the symptoms, and when you put the whole puzzle together, we do come to the conclusion that somebody is suffering from anxiety. But broadly speaking, just to give you a flavor of the symptoms of anxiety, often there are those symptoms which we call the psychological symptoms, and they may well include things such as that feeling of being uneasy, on edge all the time, not relaxed, your mind is distracted, sometimes lacking motivation, not liking being around people generally, feeling uncomfortable like I mentioned last time, always worrying, like your mind is racing all the time, or you're lost in thought. So these things may well suggest that somebody is suffering from anxiety. Now, anxiety can be there all the time, where we call it generalized anxiety, or sometimes it can be related to particular situations and scenarios and places that you might go. I mentioned last time that sometimes people find it very uncomfortable, or they get more anxious or more panicky when they're in crowded places such as a supermarket. So these are some of the psychological symptoms, plus also difficulty in sleeping would be a symptom as well. Then on the other side, anxiety can actually present with some physical symptoms as well, so bodily symptoms. So even though anxiety is more a psychological condition, it's more a mild mental health condition, it can actually present with bodily or physical symptoms as well. For example, you may well be in a situation, like I said, a crowded place, a shopping center, party, and as well as feeling on edge and uneasy, you may well start to experience kind of a sweatiness or palpitations where your heart is racing, stomach discomfort, or like your tummy is churning, tingling sensations. People get all sorts of things, a feeling of not being able to catch your breath. So there's a whole range of physical symptoms that people with anxiety can experience as well. However, it is really, really, really important that if you are experiencing physical symptoms, that you yourself don't just put it down to the anxiety. It would be really important that you do meet with a medical health professional, a doctor, your GP, to ensure that those physical symptoms are not because of another underlying medical or physical problem before just assigning it to anxiety. So just to summarize, anxiety can present with a number of symptoms, psychological, and that's that general feeling of being uneasy, on edge all the time, not relaxed, worrying, preoccupied. People who are close to you, they may well notice a change in you as well. And sometimes with anxiety, or very often, there's an overlap with the depression and low mood as well. So sometimes the two go hand in hand. And then, like I said, there are the physical symptoms of anxiety, which could be headaches, feeling short of breath in particular situations, palpitations, sweaty. So that kind of panicky kind of sensation. I hope that's useful. But please, if you feel as though you are suffering from anxiety, or you may well be, but you're not sure, please do visit your GP to discuss it further, just to make sure that some of those symptoms are not because of other underlying medical problems before we can say, yep, it's because of anxiety. That's really important. I hope that helps. I will see you soon.